Howdy ho! This video and also the next one is about diseases. We have two different disease models in Metapopulus. One for genetic diseases and one for contagious diseases. In this video I concentrate on genetic diseases that the creatures have inherited from their parents. From various reasons we ended up using so-called recessive inheritance for genetic diseases. In this video I explain what this spooky concept recessive inheritance means in practice. As an example of genetic disorders I use albinism. Creatures that suffer albinism can easily be recognized because they lack the normal pigment. The color of these creatures is white. I paused the simulation to make the presenting a bit easier. Before starting to make this video, I selected two example creatures, this and this. As we can see, one of them suffers albinism. In a minute we will notice that the healthy-looking creature is a carrier of the disorder. The carrier doesn't have the symptoms, but it can transmit the disease genes to its offspring. Let's choose the creature that has albinism. All the chromosomes of the creature are presented here. Before starting to make this video I located the albinism gene, the chromosome 1. So let's take a closer look at that chromosome. This screen was explained in previous video. I very shortly describe the view now and you can watch the earlier video for more details. So one chromosome is one long DNA strand and it is presented here. The strand consists of segments 1, 2, 3 and so on. The name of the segment in biology books is a locus. And each locus has genes that carry the genetic information. The different genes in one locus can be called alleles. This video is about genetic disorders, and the most important thing to notice here is that mutations can create new alleles. And some of these new alleles can cause genetic diseases. In this species, the albinism gene is located in chromosome 1, as I mentioned, and here in this chromosome to locus 1. The disorder allele has a yellow color and it is presented here. So this creature has inherited the same allele from both of his parents. As we can see, it has two yellow disease alleles. If both alleles in one locus are the same, like in this case, the creature is said to be homozygous. So this locus is homozygous. If the creature has inherited different alleles from his or her parents, it is said to be heterozygous. Let's now look closer at the healthy-looking creature. As we can see, this creature is heterozygous. It has inherited one disease allele and one healthy allele. So the creature has the disease allele, but it doesn't have the symptoms because it has inherited only one disease-causing gene. This creature is a carrier of the albinism. It can transmit the disease gene to its offspring. As I mentioned earlier, we use a recessive inheritance for genetic disorders. This means that only creatures that have inherited disease-causing alleles from both parents have the symptoms. So all the healthy alleles always dominate the disease-causing alleles. Or the other way around, the disease alleles are recessive compared to healthy alleles. The situation changes a little bit if the disease-causing gene is in a sex chromosome. X and Y chromosomes determine the sex of an individual and are called sex chromosomes. This species has the albinism gene in X chromosome. How would you explain that in this case most of the creatures that suffer albinism are male? I'll give you a small hint. Worldwide, about 8% of men and only 0.5% of women suffer color blindness. Cheers and thanks for watching.